Donald Trump arrives in Beijing President to tell China get tough on North Korea threat. A senior White House official said President Trump will ask Mr. Xi to cut its financial links with Kim Jong-un's regime to further pressure the hermit state into giving up its nuclear weapons program. The pair are set to meet just a day after the U.S. leader issued a stark warning to dictator Kim, telling him, "Do not underestimate us, do not try us." Beijing is the North's main ally and main trading partner, so any deal to convince tyrant Kim to stop pursuing more powerful nuclear weapons and avert a potential conflict on the Korean Peninsula will need China's full support. But Washington has previously accused Mr. Xi's government of shirking its responsibilities and not making good on its commitments to fully implement UN sanctions against the regime. Mr. Trump is also considering declaring North Korea a state sponsor of terrorism at some point during his 12-day East Asia trip, the official told reporters aboard Air Force One. The president believes any progress in talks with the North would require an immediate end to the regime's repeated provocations and a move towards disarming its nuclear arsenal. The senior official added no deal would be possible without denuclearization. Kim's oppressive government has continued to pursue its nuclear and ballistic missile programs, despite widespread international condemnation and a series of crippling sanctions aimed at squeezing the regime's cash sources. They include bans on textile exports from the hermit state, one of the nation's biggest earners, and limits to the amount of oil it can import. Beijing insists it will fully and strictly uphold UN sanctions and will investigate if there are activities that contravene resolutions. Speaking today, Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Hua Chunying told reporters China upholds resolving the North Korean nuclear issue via talks. Mr. Trump arrived in the Chinese capital with First Lady Melania on Wednesday afternoon local time following stops in Japan and South Korea. Speaking in Seoul yesterday, Mr. Trump used some of his toughest language yet against Kim's North Korean regime. He warned the despot his nuclear weapons program was not making you safer, but the continued development was only serving to put your regime in grave danger. The president went on to encourage countries across the world to further isolate the hermit state by denying it any form of support, supply or acceptance. His 12-day tour will also take him to Vietnam and the Philippines.